YouTube, what it is? It's your boy Geddon, and we are back with another Good Morning Drive, either episode 89 or 90. I don't know, lost count. But yeah, good morning to everyone out there. We got some topics that we're going to talk about. This is what we do on our ride in to work. This one might be a little slightly shorter, maybe give or take 5 or 6 minutes. So we're going to try to get through all these topics quickly. And if you are watching the rebroadcast, it's your first time, you're watching the live, make sure you hit that like if you like the content. Subscribe if you really like it. Hit them notification bells on all, because your boy got all types of content coming at you. And I think I might be a little busy this week. We're going to try to live stream a little bit. We're going to try to get some more content out there for you guys. I've been taking it easy on my channel, and that's just how I do. I'll go hard for like 2 or 3 weeks, take a week off, or whatever the case is. But yeah, we got some topics to talk about this morning. But before we get into that, good morning to everyone out there. Good morning to, hope you guys had a good morning. Hope your Monday is going to go well. And I hope that, Christian, what's going on? That's Believe, what's going on with you, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope that your weekends were amazing. Mine was pretty good, not too bad, not too shabby, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was, I had a pretty good week. I hope you guys have a great week. Remember, guys, try to see things positively. You see things positively, good things is going to happen. Hey, man, your Falcons suck. Yeah, that's true. My Giants is ass too. Yo, football is all over the place this year. The Chiefs ain't so great. The Broncos is killing it. You know, the Eagles are so-so. I mean, geez, football is all over the place. The Ravens are all over the place. The damn Browns is trying to sabotage Shador Sanders. Oh yeah. How you gonna throw him in the game due to injury only? He didn't take not one first team rep. And of course, people are trying to kill him. Not literally, but they're trying to be, oh, you see, this is what you're waiting for, this guy's ass. You know, I'm actually seeing some reporters report stuff like that. Straight up slander. You know, dude had no first team reps. What do you think he's supposed to do? But anyway, yeah. Yo, for real. Oh, okay. You got 2 usernames, because it is Christian. Okay. What's going on with you, bro? Hey, man. Yeah, the Falcons, bro. Who they lose to? I was looking at a little bit of the highlights, and had some turnovers, huh? Panthers, exactly. That's why I was gonna say the Panthers, but I didn't want to act like I knew what I was talking about. But yeah, man, damn Panthers. And what are the Panthers doing? Yo, yeah, how you lose to the Panthers? You got an infinitely better team than the Panthers. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, the Browns, oh God, they suck. But you know, the thing about the Browns, they always suck, you know? But God dang, bro, how the hell, again, why are y'all doing this to Shador, when he could be your franchise quarterback? He could be your franchise quarterback, and he can actually help out the team, right? And as soon as they drafted Shador, I was like, you know what? The Browns haven't been in the business of winning in a long time, or if not ever. So I knew something was up. And you throw that boy in there, rookie quarterback with no first team reps. No first team reps. It's a recipe for disaster and even more sabotaging. You know, that's just terrible. And Dylan Gabriel, God bless his little soul, was trying to ball out, was trying to play, but he's just not that guy. And a lot of scouts said that he's not that guy. He was projected to be third, fourth round project pick. Y'all go ahead and draft him before Shador. Shador was projected to be the first round pick. At the minimal, second round. And you draft him in the fifth round and you act like he's actual fifth round talent. And you don't even give him first team reps. He's fighting from behind the whole time. You know, it's Browns. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? I really want Mike McCarthy at head coach, but I'll be happy with Brian Daboll. No, you won't be happy with Brian Daboll. No, you won't be happy with Brian. You don't want Brian Daboll as your coach. Look, the dude, Brian Daboll, I know firsthand, he does not develop any players. And he doesn't hold players accountable. For a team like the Falcons, you want to build a structure and you want to build a foundation. That's what you want. Brian Daboll is not that good to build a foundation. The offense might start clicking a little bit here and there, but you don't want Brian Daboll as a head coach. I promise you. I promise you don't. When I die, I want 6 Cleveland Browns to be my pallbearers. Amen. That way they can let me. That's funny. So they can actually let you down for the last time. That's that. Wow. All right, let me get in my topics, y'all. Football is a crazy NFL season this year. Crazy NFL season. But yeah. So we're gonna talk about Xbox versus the Steam machine. Let me know what y'all think about that Steam machine. Call of Duty is dead, like straight up dead. And damn it, what was my last topic? I always forget. It's fight week. It's boxing fight week this week. Oh boy. We got Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney as a co-main, and we got David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, versus David Yardman Yardboy. All right, so let's talk about this Xbox versus Steam machine. And the only reason why we're even comparing them is because they're going to set out to do the same kind of things. The next Xbox is going to be a PC/console, and that's what the Steam machine actually is. A console and PC. So they're going to go at it head to head. It shouldn't even be a comparison, y'all. It shouldn't be even a comparison, but through Microsoft's business practices, they wanted all their games to go on PC. That killed their consoles. They wanted the console sales. They want specific games, strategically, whatever, to go on PlayStation and other consoles like the Nintendo Switch, and put their games on Steam itself. And y'all charging users to play online, right? Yo, Sage Infinite, what's going on with you, man? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate everybody that's coming through today. I really appreciate y'all. For real. But yeah, so through Microsoft business practice and their lack of sales, to me, it's do or die, and it's a sabotage from Microsoft themselves. They don't want to be in the hardware business anyway, but it's do or die. The next Xbox system versus the Steam machine, I think the Steam machine is going to win because they want to sell consoles. Microsoft does not. They're practically going to be doing the same thing. Price point is a major factor here. We don't know how much the Steam machine is going to cost. We just don't know. We don't know how much the Xbox is going to cost, but we have an idea. It's going to be like, $599 or maybe even more. Might even be $1,000. If it's $1,000, under all circumstances, it's going to be DOA. Now, if the Steam machine comes out, I'm looking at the specs and whatnot. The Steam machine comes out. If it comes out around $499, Xbox is super cooked. Even in their low projection sales of their hardware, it's going to be even worse. You can emulate on that thing on the Steam machine. I don't like the controller too much. The controller kind of weak, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Steam machine like a sauce? No. Not steaming vegetables. Valve, the creators of Half-Life, that's their only exclusive game, by the way. Half-Life and Steam, they're making a console, and you're going to be able to run Steam on it, play all your PC games on that machine. Plus, it's going to be an onboard emulator. Well, not an onboard emulator. It's going to be a PC, so you could install an emulator on that system. Which brings me to this point. There's no way Nintendo is going to let them play Nintendo games on their PC console and get away with it. Emulate games better than they can, because users emulate games better than corporations, right? So that Steam machine is going to be able to emulate Nintendo games, Nintendo IPs at 4K 60, no problem, right? Nintendo ain't going to go for that. They like to release their version of emulated games, remakes and remasters or whatever, reboots, whatever you want to call them, strategically. So they're not going to allow Valve and Steam and that Steam machine to do it. They will take them to court, and I trust and believe they spoke to them already. So don't think you're going to be able to pull any game on the Steam without it being an issue, or it being blocked, or your console getting banned, or worse. Nintendo is about that life. They will take people to court. They've done that so many times. So many modders out there and people who jailbreak games, sell them on the black market, or whatever the case is, have been taken to court due to Nintendo being that type of company. They are petty. They don't want you to do anything with their IPs. They are very serious about that type of matter. So yeah, but yeah, no, Steam machine is going to cream. It's going to destroy Xbox, but Xbox don't want to be in the hardware business anyway. They're gonna make some $1,200 console, and nobody's going to buy it. I don't even think after the first shipments of the ROG Ally X and the X ROG Ally, whatever you want to call it, after that, I think it's going to sell very slowly. That thing is too expensive for a handheld console. It really is. But anyway, let's move on to that second topic. And dang it, I just said it, right? We got boxing. Oh, Call of Duty is dead. Call of Duty is dead. I was just looking at a video on Steam users. Now, Steam users isn't all the end-all be-all to how many players or users are playing a certain game, but it's a good indication, right? And we're talking first week or first weekend, double XP weekend, all that type of stuff. You're talking about a fraction of a fraction. You're talking about maybe 192,000 people that were playing it versus Battlefield, 700,000 people playing it. Oh yeah, they're done. They're done. It's over. It's a wrap. And it's only going to get but less from here. 192,000 will be great for, say, Maximum Football, right? 192,000 is really good for Undisputed boxing game, or even ESG. ESG devs and co-owners and owners and whoever would be ecstatic if they could get 192,000 people to play their game online. It'll crash their little servers, right? No shade, no disrespect. But for Call of Duty, that's catastrophic. That's terrible. That's really bad. So that game is done, and it looks ass anyway. Look, casual users of any market, that's the market that sells your product, the casual market. People who don't necessarily know what they're buying, but are interested in your product enough so to buy it. Those are the ones who sell your product. Well, creating a game that's sci-fi fantasy ish, and you've already had that. You already had the data, right? You had the data. You saw what Advanced Warfare did. You saw what the last Black Ops did. You saw what other Black Ops or those sci-fi Call of Duty games have done in terms of sales and playability or replayability and all that. A lot of people don't like those games. They like casuals, they like modern warfare, shit that they can reflect on or relate to. People can't relate to these robots and all that type of stuff, you know. So with that being said, with all that being said, yeah, it's not gonna sell that well. And forget about selling. It's not going to download that much either, because it's freaking Call of Duty. Call of Duty's been dying, you know. And it's on Game Pass, and a lot of people don't even want to download it then there either. It's free on Game Pass. You don't have to pay anything extra, and people don't want to buy it, don't want to download it either. So yeah, it's a wrap for Call of Duty. Battlefield is where it's at, even though that game has a whole bunch of issues and problems. But I like Battlefield. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield. I think that's why I haven't been streaming so much, is because I've been playing a whole lot of Battlefield. I've been playing like every single. Matter of fact, I played it Saturday, and I'm like, okay, I got to take a little break from Battlefield now. You know, because, you know, I'm a gamer. I game, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to game, work, and then work, take care of the family, and then stream and, you know, be all on my channel. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. Go up here, right? But yeah, yeah, so that's that topic. So let's talk a little bit about boxing, if you're still with me. We got Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. And we got David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. A Turkey right of season boxing event in Saudi. And the only thing I don't like about the Saudi fights are, man, it messes up my Saturdays. I gotta look at the replay or the re-watching of it, you know. So, ooh, that's a one-way, bro. That's a one-way. That's what I should have done. Dang it. All right. I could maybe park right here. Right up and get it. But yeah. All right, real quick. So, you got nobody's talking about David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. You know, they're talking about Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. is coming off of a knockout of the year candidate knockout win over Jin Sasaki. Over there in Japan. He cleaned that boy clock. He got knocked out so bad in boxing. He had forgotten. It was reported that he was forgetting what day it was, what month it was, what week it was. He couldn't remember the last 3 weeks. He was knocked out. So yeah, he got beat the hell up. So Brian Norman Jr. is coming off of a spectacular knockout win, and he has a hot name right now. Devin Haney just moved up to 147. Brian Norman Jr. has been at 147, and for the first fight, he wants to fight Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney. Hats off to both Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. for coming up and making the fight happen. You got Virgil Ortiz, who claimed he wanted to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, but now got cold feet and is now ducking Jaron Boots Ennis. Either him or his team, or really him, because boxers, if they really want to have a fight, they will make a fight happen, just like Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. And everybody's talking about this fight because Devin Haney has a whole bunch of haters. A whole bunch of haters. So many people hate Devin Haney, right? They hate Devin Haney because he's the next young up-and-coming star in boxing, and people can't stand when a certain type of a boxer is confident and have the skills to back up that confidence. They don't like it. They hate it. So therefore, they hate on Devin Haney. They wish that he loses to anyone that he fights. And if he does win, they make up excuses of how and why he won. Oh, he's a runner. He's on snack. He's on this crap, whatever. It's always something with these guys. They always make up something. So that's going to be a really good fight. It's an almost 50-50 fight. Devin Haney got the superior foot speed, the experience, and fight skill, but Brian Norman Jr. is explosive, and he has great power, like great knockout power. So we'll see. If I had to bet or was gonna bet, I'll bet on Devin Haney to win by decision or even late stoppage, because we never seen Brian Norman Jr. in the 9th, 10th, and 11th, 12th rounds of boxing. We've never seen that. So if I was going to put any money on anything, I would put money on Devin Haney to utilize the ring, use his footwork, dance around Brian Norman, because Brian Norman is not as quick as Devin Haney. He's not. Devin Haney is so quick. He was standing toe-to-toe with Vasyl Lomachenko has excellent footwork. He really hops around the ring a lot, and Devin Haney was right there with him. Even though Devin Haney didn't necessarily show his speed off like that. But Devin Haney is a special fighter. He has a lot of skills wrapped into one style of boxing. So and he's literally boxing royalty almost. You know, got trained by Floyd Mayweather's uncle and father. As a kid, wanted to go pro, wanted to join the Olympics, but was too young to do so. So he went pro in Mexico at the age 15, knocking out grown men. You know, so it is what it is. We got to get this thing going. You guys have a great one. That's the end of the little show. We're going to try to go live tonight. We might play some ESG, might even play some damn Battlefield this week. We'll see how it goes. And of course, we got that Maximum Football franchise update that's coming out next month in the beginning. We're going to do that too. But guys, thank you for coming through. Really appreciate y'all. Please hit that like, subscribe on your way in and out of the broadcast or the live stream. And I appreciate you guys for coming through. Really do. Your boy's still here. We back at it. Yeah, let's go. You guys have a great one. We out. Peace.